Today, I'm on a mission to get a Slurpee. Unfortunately, the closest potential Slurpee is 4.6 miles in that direction. Now, I say potential because I don't even know if this Slurpee machine is even working. But if it is, we're gonna go up and get a Slurpee and then try to make it back home before this Gyroor C1S runs out of battery. And I say that because this has a range of 20 miles. And realistically, cut that in half to 10 miles. Well, the round trip I'm going to be taking is 9.2 miles, which is dangerously close to that maximum battery level. So will I be able to get a Slurpee, and will I be able to make it back home? Find out by sticking around for today's episode of Hobart's Reviews. Let's get started.
3, 2, 1.
All right, before we get started with our ride, let's do a quick once-over on the Gyroor C1S. We'll start off in the front. So in the front, you've got a 12-inch pneumatic tubed tire. It's got front disc brakes. You've also got a headlight right here, and right there is going to be your folding mechanism that allows you to fold the handlebars down so that you can put it inside your vehicle. It's pretty simple to use. Fold it up, clip it, and you're ready to ride. Now you also notice this big basket here in the middle on the deck where your feet are supposed to go. Well, the C1S specifically is for storage. So you can see there's lots of storage on here, and you get these cool little foot pegs on the sides, which kind of make me feel like I'm riding like a hog or something like that. It's really comfortable, actually. Coming around to the back, underneath here, you've got your charging port and your kickstand. Back here is your other rear 12-inch wheel with rear disc brakes as well. No problems with these brakes so far. Rear basket, tail light, and then of course you got this nice big cushy comfortable seat that is adjustable. So there's a quick once over on the C1S. Let's go ahead and get started on our ride. It looks like this is a nice place to do a quick little acceleration test, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm in speed mode 3. This has got a 550 watt motor, top speed of around 18.6 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and see how long it takes for us to get up to 18.6 miles an hour from a stop. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and a half seconds or so. So it's not going to win any speed races. It does only have a 36 volt battery, but it does its job. So 36 volt, 7.8 amp hour battery, like I said, range of up to 20 miles. Now obviously the weight of the rider is going to matter when it comes to the range. I'm a little bit over 200 pounds, so I'm gonna get a little bit less range than somebody who's, say, 150 pounds. Now keep in mind, that's how they do a lot of their range tests, is with somebody who is around 135 to 150 pounds, and they ride in speed mode 1. Today, I'm gonna be riding 100% in speed mode 3, as fast as I could possibly go. So this is gonna be your worst case scenario. Ugh. Now that's one thing, is there is no suspension here on the C1S. So some of those V-curbs and some of those big bumps can be a little jarring. Some of your other models do have suspension. This one specifically is made for taking it up to the store or bringing things with you. So as you can see, there is a basket down in between my legs. I got these cool little foot pegs on the side here, and I've got my backpack in there with, you know, some gear and some water and things like that. And then in the back, we have a basket as well. So if you need to take some stuff with you, maybe to the park, or if you're going up to the grocery store to grab a few things, or like today, if we're going to get a Slurpee, you got a way to bring it home. We do need like a drink holder, don't we, if we're gonna be getting Slurpees? All right, let's go ahead and do a brake test. So this has front and rear disc brakes. I think it also has electronic braking in the motor as well. So I'm at 18.7 miles an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and hit both brakes and we'll see what happens. Whoa! And there you have it. They work incredibly well, actually. Now, what I really like about this type of scooter is it's a best of both worlds. It's kind of a scooter and it's an electric bike at the same time. And what I mean by that is you get to sit down, and sitting down gives you a lower center of gravity and makes you more stable than standing up on a scooter. You also have 2-inch bigger tires. So this has 12-inch pneumatic tires, where typically electric scooters have 8 or 10-inch tires. And the larger tires make it a little bit more stable when riding. And like I said, it rides more like an e-bike. All right, we're getting close. We're almost to the other side of this neighborhood here. We're about 2.7 miles into our 4.6 mile ride, hoping to get a Slurpee when we get there. You know, one of the things that's very important when you're sitting down a lot on something like this is to have a nice comfortable seat. And I was looking at some of the other Gyroor models, and I've had several other scooters that have seats, and a lot of times they don't come with a comfortable seat. You got to put something on there that's more comfortable. And I got to say, it's not the case here with the C1S. The C1S has a nice, big, puffy, comfortable seat that when you sit on for long periods of time, it doesn't hurt your rear end. All right, so we're 3.1 miles into our ride. We're going 4.6 miles to hopefully get a Slurpee. Now we got to cross this intersection here and then head east to the next intersection, and that is where the Slurpee is. Unfortunately, the way that we were gonna go is closed. Now, I remember now the reason why it's closed is they are redoing a deck out there in a wetland. So I'm gonna have to go that way, which is gonna add more distance to our ride. And we're already cutting it close, but we have no choice. So let's go this direction. And let's hope we're able to make it home. So we're actually going in the opposite direction that we need to go in order to get out to another bigger road. I need to get out there. All right, it's time for some off-roading. Here we go. I don't think this thing's gonna do well in the grass. Oh, we're going 4 miles an hour, not bad. I need to save as much battery as possible. All right, so in this plaza, there is a mobile 7-Eleven, and this is the closest Slurpee, and hopefully the machines are working. All right, so we have gone a total of 4.4 miles. All right, we have made it. All right, so the moment we've been waiting for. Are the Slurpee machines working? Yes! The Slurpee machines are working. My favorite, the Coke, is working. Let's get a Slurpee. Oh yeah. There we go, baby. Mission complete. Well, half the mission's complete. Now, we're gonna head back home and find out if we can get back home without running out of battery. Out of 5 battery lines, I still have 4 left, but when I'm riding, it gets down to like 3. And I can sense that the speed is already dropping off. I'm not able to get right up to that 18 miles an hour anymore. So we're gonna have to see if we can get home without running out of battery. I also need to figure out where I'm gonna put the Slurpee. Now, one thing I do notice after stopping for a few minutes is I feel like it's got a little bit more pep in its step. Now, this is what's closed off. So I'm gonna have to go the long way again, like before, which again is gonna add some more mileage to our trip. Can I drink a Slurpee while riding the C1S? Yes, I can. Now, the overall ride quality of this guy is actually pretty good. Now, besides the front wheel being a little bumpy, it's really quiet. You can't really hear anything. It's just a nice, relaxing ride. It rides like a bike, but kind of sits like an e-scooter. The seat's comfortable. It's maneuverable. It's not that powerful, but this is more of like a cruising bike. Not something that you're looking to go super, super fast, you know? But it's still a lot of fun, and it's real comfortable. Well, we've ridden a total of 6 miles so far on this battery. We still got about 4 miles to get home. So we're gonna be getting right at that 10-mile mark. And I only have 3 battery bars left. Uh-oh, where am I going? I don't wanna go this way. Oh no, taking a wrong turn. We cannot add mileage. Well, how the heck am I gonna get out of here? Maybe this up here? So we've circled back around, and now we just have to go back through the neighborhood again and get to the other side, and we've made it. Now, if you're a beginner, I don't suggest trying to ride one-handed with a Slurpee in your hand. Uh-oh. Okay. Time to put the Slurpee down, Hobart. Otherwise, this is going to be a crash video. Ooh. Woohoo! Ooh. Man, I wish there was suspension on this thing. Well, while we're riding back, I might as well give you my pros and my cons, some of the things that I like and don't like about this guy. What do I like? Well, I love that it's got a great price. It's attractive for pretty much anybody. You know, around $400 plus or minus. You're going to get that 550-watt motor, 12-inch tires, front and rear disc brakes. You got a headlight in the front and in the back. It also folds here on the handlebars. You got an adjustable seat. I mean, it's really got everything that you need. And I do think that it's a better quality than the Caroma Peak that I reviewed previously. I don't have the problem when I brake where I'm jerking back and forth. It did have the same problem with the front wheel, but I don't have any problems with the brakes, and everything else seems to be just a little bit higher quality than that other one, the Caroma Peak. I also like these foot pegs that are on the side of this basket. Now, I don't always ride with the basket on. You don't have to. You can take the basket off. There's just 4 screws. But I kind of feel like I'm riding like a hog or something with my feet pedals out to the side like that versus having them on the scooter. All right, let me talk about a couple cons. Number one is going to be there's no freaking suspension, so when you hit curbs, man, it jars you. So I wish there was suspension on this thing. That would be con number one. Also, the brakes sometimes can get a little squeaky. Not all the time, but a little bit every once in a while, especially when you're just putting a little bit on, but you hear how there's a little bit of squeak there? I mean, that's pretty much it. Overall, I think it's a really good deal for $400. It's something that I want to keep around because you can just jump on it and get going. All right, so we're in our final leg here. We have 3.7 miles we've gone so far, so 0.9 miles left. I am down to a solid 2 battery lives, or 2 battery bars, and we still have to check the GPS to see how accurate it actually is. There's a guy in the pond right now. Can you see that? He's in the pond. Not quite sure what he's doing in the pond. There are gators in there. 4.1 miles. We are just 0.5 miles, half a mile away from our destination. Still got 2 battery bars. This is our destination. Oh man, I really wish you guys would put suspension on these things. It's such a rough ride. All right. 4.5 miles. Well, we were able to complete our mission today of going 4.6 miles, grabbing a Slurpee, which was working, and making it 4.6 miles back, a total of 9.17 miles on the GPS. I verified it here earlier, 9.17, a top speed of 20 miles an hour. So it said we went faster than we're supposed to be able to go, and it took us about 50 minutes in order to do so. So the screen was pretty accurate with the distance, which I like. That's gonna be another pro. I still have 2 battery bars left, so I technically could probably go a few more miles. So if you're looking for something for the kids, something to ride around the neighborhood, or college kids, if you want to get around campus, this thing is perfect. Teenagers, adults, if you want to go cruise by the beach or just take a ride, a nice slow leisurely ride around, this is going to be perfect for you. It's not going to win any speed races. It's not going to win any long distance races, but it's something that is fairly inexpensive at $400 and so, and it's great for pretty much everybody of all ages. And the C1S specifically is going to have the extra basket here in the middle with the foot pegs on the side. It's got that big cushy seat here, which is really nice and cushy. It's comfortable. I rode that whole 9.2 miles and my butt don't hurt, which is great. So thanks so much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments on this baby, please go ahead and leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Also, if you want to purchase one of these, I'll leave a link down below for you as well. And thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you next time here on Hobart's Reviews. My name is Hobart. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you.